Hey guys, welcome. So today we are going to look at part two of the new amendments made by Dvla on the penalties you are going to pay if your vehicle is not roadworthy and you, the individual driving you have issues with your license. All right, now let's dive right into it. The penalties on the driver's license. So first of all, driving with a fake license. Yes, driving with a fake license. Now some of you, because you rely on borrow people to do your license for you, you may go and check one day and you realize your license is fake. So in order for you to stay safe and stay out of trouble, just you can just go to any DVLA office and then verify. If it is fake, it's fake. They just do, a new one by going through the due process. If it is original, hey, hallelujah. Then we have driving with an expired driver's license. I've spoken extensively about this. Driving with wrong class of license. Yes, the class you have determines the types of vehicles you are supposed to operate. So make sure you drive within the class that you have. Also, we have specific classes for motorcycles and tricycles, and also agriculture and industrial equipment. So at the end of the day, you can't use your license for a car to go and operate a motorcycle and vice versa. Driving without the prescribed glasses. Yes, if on your license it shows that you're supposed to drive with the aid of glasses and you're driving without your glasses, you'll be penalized. Driving with Ghanaian international permits. Okay, well, for international license, it's meant for external use only. You can't use it in Ghana. So if you have an international driver's license, that you acquired in Ghana, you don't use that to drive in Ghana. You use your local Ghana license to drive in Ghana and use the international one for external purposes. Driving with an expired learner's permit. Okay. Misuse of driver's license. Misuse of driver's license. I think for this one, I would have to go and get more clarity. Expired learner's permit or fake learner's permit. Yes. So those of you who want to learn how to drive, ideally you're supposed to go to a driving school. The driving school will help you to procure a learner's permit and make sure you use the learner's permit within the prescribed period. If it expires, you go for a renewal. Then we have learner driver without an instructor. Those of you who have been learning how to drive the Galamsey way, instead of you to go to a driving school and get an instructor to teach you, you get maybe a friend, an uncle, whoever to be teaching you. Now, whoever is teaching you should be a licensed DVLA officer or an instructor. Okay, and yes, for an instructor, you should have your license and you should have the ID card that proves that indeed you are an instructor. Then abuse of learner's permits. So yes, for a learner, you're not supposed to be driving on your own. Then instructor without license. So those of you who have been teaching people how to drive, you are supposed to have an instructor's permit. So if you don't have one and you are teaching, you the one teaching, you'll be in trouble. The one also learning will be in trouble. Okay, so instructor with more than one student in the vehicle. Okay, so this one goes directly to the driving school. So ideally, when a student is practicing, you shouldn't have more than one student in the vehicle. Okay, so those of you who have been loading students in your cars, you should be careful. Then instructor training without a learner's plate. Yes, very, very important. So if you're a learner or you're a new driver, you need to put the various indications there so that everyone knows your position on the road. Then we have instructor training without instructor's tag. Okay, this one directly, directly going to the driving schools. Instructor training under wrong driving school. Okay, so it means driving instructors cannot be doing galamsey. So if you are an instructor in a particular school, you shouldn't be seen training a student under a different school. I think probably that's what they mean. Okay, instructor training under a, okay, I've already mentioned that. Amendment, driver verification. Amendment, vehicle verification. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Penalty for expired receipt for abandoned service. Okay. Retro reflector, warning triangle, and fire extinguisher. So basically, you should have all these things in your vehicle anytime you are driving. So yes, I believe this is very clear. There's nothing new in this particular with this particular information. So please, if you want everything that I read out, kindly drop it in the comment section that PDF of the rules. I would forward it to you so that you can have a look at it for yourself. I hope you find this very educative. Bye for now. See you soon and adios.
But the work is done. It always will be.